Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me for this week's reading. I think I'm gonna channel because none of the decks are really calling me, so I think I'm just gonna tune into my guides, see what message needs to come for the collective. As always, these are general readings, so please understand that they may resonate with you or they may not completely resonate with you at all. So keeping that in mind, I'm gonna bring through the message and see what comes through. All right, so just give me a second, let me tune it to my guides. Okay, for many of you, I'm seeing this light going upwards, and what I'm sensing is you guys are really releasing a lot of old patterns, thoughts, behaviors, ways of living, thinking. A lot of things like that are being released, and because of that, it's like there is this light which is shooting upwards, and it's like you're transitioning, you're moving yourself to the next level because of your own desire to release that which does not serve you. And that could be old patterns that you may be playing out with different people, with different situations, sometimes mostly with family members. We're always playing out certain patterns, and and these patterns can go as back as your past lives. And in this lifetime, you're like, okay, I'm not gonna be playing that role, and I realize and I see this clearly, and I'm gonna be choosing a different option than I have done before. And those are very hard to break because you're so used to it. But what I'm getting is you have released, and you are still releasing those patterns. There is a lot of awareness, and because of this awareness, it's like your light frequency is increasing. And just like with anything else, when you make space, it's like when you clear out. The best example I can give is that of cleaning up your closet. Sometimes we carry clothes from God knows how many years back, and they're just there because you think, okay, someday I'm gonna wear it, but that someday never comes, right? So till you completely let go of that, and when you let go of that and you create space, that's when you can get something that really feels good in the moment rather than something that you're gonna wear. So that's the example that's coming through right now, but you guys understand where I'm going with this. I'm getting strongly that your ancestors are with you, and the patterns and the beliefs and the things that they had at that time, it was like so rigid that they were limited within that time frame, within those societal beliefs and customs. But now it's like you're breaking free from that. For some of you, I'm also getting that, whilst you are doing your inner work, whilst you are doing your own, healing and all these things, you're also looking at your close family members, and you're like, how can I help this person, or how can I help that person, or what is that I can do to help them change? But what I'm getting is they are on their own journey, and their journey may not involve any of these things in this lifetime, and we have to accept them where they are, because there's a lot of learning that needs to go through. And there's always this soul age. Some souls are older souls. It doesn't depend on your age, your physical age. You can be a much older soul in terms of past lives, and living in different dimensions, and the knowledge that you have right now and you're bringing forward in this lifetime, compared to a younger soul. And when I say a younger soul, they can be 60-year-old or 70-year-old and still be a much younger soul in terms of soul age compared to you. So they have to go through their lessons and awakening, or going through this process of purging, and may not be part of their agenda in this lifetime. So share your thoughts, share what you have, this newly inspired feelings and all these things that you're learning, and all these things, these good things you want to share. But at the same time, don't impose on them. Just be yourself and live as an example for them to see. And when they see that you are on this frequency of joy and happiness, they're automatically interested. They're automatically, even if they do not say it, they want to know about it. So you live your joy, you live your truth, you live in your alignment. And if they have to follow through, that's good. And if they don't have to, that's good too. There is no judgment here. It's whatever their soul contracted in this lifetime. And we have to be at peace with that. I'm seeing many of you, the word that I'm getting is isolation, but it's almost like being a hermit. You feel the need to kind of just step back, be in your energy, and think and process everything. And I'm getting that you're processing a lot of things. You're processing your past, you're processing your present, you're processing where you're going, you're processing everything that you're feeling. Why are you feeling the way that you're feeling? What did you do in the past? What are you doing in the present moment? How can you make different choices in the future? Okay, so that you don't play out the past situations. If there was a lot of hurt and wounding, there's a lot of introspection that's going on, and you're questioning a lot of things, and that's all great stuff. But I'm also getting, don't go too much in the hermit mode. Don't go too much in the isolation mode. There has to be a balance. And I'm just keep getting the word awareness. So there's a lot of awareness now. When I use the word awareness, what I mean is you are more aware of what's working for you and what's not working for you. And that comes from a very non-judgmental space. That's just like this situation, this person, whatever that may be for you, either is in alignment with your truth or is not. And that's it. So you are just aware of what's working for you, what's not working for you. It's just like diet, certain foods are not going to suit your body. And once you're aware of it, you could eliminate those things and you can have a much healthier, more balanced diet and feel great within your own body. And same goes for situations, people, and your energy levels. So there is this awareness of your energy and what you want in your space and what you don't want in your space. And that comes from a very non-judgmental, loving space. So you can love someone at a distance and yet not be caught up in that, right? And understand that they have their soul lessons to go through, and they have their, whatever that is that they need to go through, just like you went through. And maybe they'll go through in this lifetime, and maybe they'll have that awareness, and maybe not. And it's all good. But you're gonna stand in your energy, in your frequency. You're gonna be grounded in that space. So, if I were to conclude, the message that I'm getting is balance. That you are seeking balance in all situations, in every interaction. Is this serving me or is this draining me? Is this for me or it's not for me? And once again, it's from a non-judgmental space. It's just from that space of, this is where I am at the moment. For many of you, I also feel like you have newer guides. And because when I tune into this energy, I feel like this spirit guide holding onto your shoulders and is like backing you. So I feel like there will be a greater awareness, there will be a greater strength within you to come forward with whatever your soul mission is. But you are aligning in a completely new frequency, and because of that, you have newer guides, newer situations. There's a big change coming up. I'm getting that you're already in it, and there, you see, awareness. Throughout this reading, I just keep getting awareness. And however this word makes sense to you, okay? It's gonna make sense to everyone in a very different way. And understand that this is not a race. There is no race when it comes to ascension. There is no race when it comes to evolution. It's your individual journey. And whatever you're going through is part of your journey. There is no comparison to anyone, nobody less than, more than. We are all children of the light. We're all of the same God essence. It's just everyone's journey and evolution is going to be different. But you are clear about your choices, and because of you being clear about your choices, it's bringing in more clarity in your life. You may not understand the complete picture, but you do understand what your next step is, and you're willing to work on that, and you're willing to move forward with that. And you're leaving behind your past situations and all those things that brought you down. You're closing those chapters with love. You're closing those chapters with peace in your heart. That this is what was supposed to be, but now I'm here and I'm holding peace in my heart for all those people, for all the situations. I thank them for the lessons, and I move on with grace, and I move on with love, and I am in alignment with what my truth is. So there's a lot of inner strength, clarity, awareness, truth. All these words are coming forward. And peace, of course. There is that sense of peace. And because of you holding that space, because of you holding that peace, you are going to be a beacon of light for many others. Okay? I'm going to leave you guys with this. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I will see you next week. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing. Have a good one.